What's up, YouTube? My name is Tay, also known as the Empress of Love, and this message was absolutely, definitely 100% meant to find you. And what I'm hearing is God is talking about you want to know where you'll be one day. We oftentimes want to know where we'll be one day, and God is saying, focus on present moment, focus on now, focus on how you view yourself now, how you see yourself, how you believe in yourself, what your fears are, what you're experiencing right now, what you're avoiding, what you're facing. Focus on right now, because right now creates where you'll be one day. And so if you're never present and you're always focusing on where you're going to be one day, then you might be missing out on the whole story. You might be missing out on the whole truth, on what brought you there. And when you don't know what brought you there, you don't know your foundations, you don't know if you believe in yourself, you don't know your potential because you didn't take the time to sit with it and notice it and feel it, then one day you might not be where you want to be. And so God is saying, instead of focusing on one day, focus on now, because one day you could be and you will be picking up the pieces. But one day you could be and you will be filling your cup. One day you could be and you will be so happy. But also one day you could be and you will be very sad and going through that shit. And so instead of focusing on where will I be one day, because there's a lot of places we'll be one day. That's the journey. That's the, like, with hardship comes beauty. And God is showing, like, you know, your tower falls down and your life completely dismantles, and that is the very thing that attaches you or gives you the key to the door to the divine. And it's like darkness and light, like, you know, yin and yang, and you can't have one without the other. And a lot of you are not accepting that one day you'll be in a lot of places. It's not just going to be like this perfect reality, especially if you're not focusing on now, because if you're not focusing on now, one day you're going to be focusing on now? Are you really? Or are you going to be the same because you weren't present then? And are you going to be present now? It's a mind fuck. I know. And so God is saying, like, get present now, because if you're not present, you're not experiencing. So one day when your cup is full and you're not present, how will you be able to experience it? And so God is just asking you to really step into the things that are being avoided right now. Because the things that are being avoided right now are not allowing you to be present in this moment, and are not allowing you to see your potential, understand your desires, sit with yourself, understand your fears, work with yourself to get to be where you want to be one day. Okay, so what are they avoiding? God, show me, what are they avoiding? Feels like it's in your throat chakra. I don't even need the cards. Like, the cards are here for, like, emotional support cards or something. I don't even need the cards. But it feels like it's in your throat chakra, and then I also feel like a string connected to my heart. And so there's something that you're not speaking up that your heart wants or your heart needs. And I just saw 333, and when I see 333, a lot of times I feel like that is half of 8. And I feel like it is when people are giving themselves, like, half effort, half abundance, not allowing for the full thing to come through, the full love, the full experience, just the fullness. And it feels like you're not allowing the fullness to come through because you're afraid of this fullness. Why are they so afraid of this fullness, God? Why are they? Okay, I'm gonna use the cards again. You know, pain from the past, and it's like, maybe when you allowed yourself to experience the fullness, you were hurt, or a lot of time. Oh, okay, so God is saying, the Fool card, you were a fool. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. You weren't a fool, but you were young. You were young, like the young and dumb. Like, you didn't have the experience that you have now. You didn't have the wisdom that you have now. You didn't have the emotional capacity that you had now. Like, you're older, you're more mature, you've been through a lot of things, you've learned a lot, you've grown, you're not the fool anymore. You're not the child, you're not inexperienced. So You're not going to make the same mistakes. And if you do make the same mistakes, what do they need to know about making the same mistakes? Oh, if you do make the same mistakes, it's just a step closer to what you actually truly want, because it's just another lesson coming around to teach you something that you need to move on your way. Because if you haven't fully moved on your way yet, there's still something you needed to learn. And so in that lesson, it's like you're learning something, you're gaining something from that lesson. It's valuable. Yeah, it can come with pain, but that pain drives our purpose. And this lesson is so valuable that you can take it to the future and you can have higher perspective. You can have greater wisdom. You can, maybe you're able to experience the fullness, because now you've experienced fullness of pain and you know yin and yang. You can't have one without the other. But now that you allowed yourself to experience this pain, maybe that's the lesson. Like, you had to fully experience it. Like, okay, let me feel what I went through. Maybe the first time around you didn't acknowledge it. And so you had to have the same lesson again, but this time it needs to be acknowledged. And when you feel that fullness, that heaviness of pain, you can also feel the fullness, the beauty of the light. And so it's like yin and yang, da-da-da. But the main message here is to be present. How can they be more present, God? Awareness. Like, awareness of surroundings, like awareness of the sounds around you, and their awareness of, like, maybe bugs walking by, dogs, or lights, or touches, or like all your senses. It's just like start to becoming aware with your senses of what's going on right now, and not what was going on yesterday, or maybe what's going on logically. Instead, use your senses and feel. So step one to being present, feeling, awareness. Step two, all I heard was shut the fuck up. It sounds like too many of you guys are talking too much. I'm sorry, that's so funny, but I mean, I can relate. Sometimes I talk way too much and I'm missing things. It's like an overactive throat chakra. Remember we were talking about the throat chakra. It's either overactive, it's like it's not balanced right now. So I'm feeling it's overactive, you're talking way too much, you're not hearing what the universe is trying to tell you. Or two, you're talking so much that you're avoiding what your body is trying to tell you. So it's like closed when it comes to your body, and open in distraction, and closed when it comes to the universe and the divine, and then open in yapping. Okay, I don't know why I'm laughing so hard. I feel like, what is it about this collective? Are they funny? I feel like you probably are very funny, but oh, okay, it's like the person who tries to make light of the situation and just like laughs it off and makes it into a joke so it's not heavy, but then in reality, those emotions that you're experiencing, you're like pushing down, and your body, I just heard a scream over there. I don't know if you could hear it in the video, but it's like a kid screaming, and your body is like, what the fuck? Like, why are you doing this? Like, let me back, you know? I was coming up for a reason. I was coming up for a purpose. Rainbows are significant. If you're seeing rainbows anywhere, just know, like, this is a sign of what, God? It's a sign of protection is what I'm hearing. It's like reminding you that you are safe. And that's the next step, is what they're saying, is the next step in becoming present is to know you're safe, and to create that safety inside of you, around you. And so it's like, okay, step one, notice, awareness, create awareness with the senses, the feelings, the sounds, the whatever, everything. And then after you become aware, then it's like getting into this energy of reminding yourself that you are safe. Like, you're aware of everything that's going on. You are tapped in, but you are also tapped in here, and you are safe. And so bringing yourself to that sense of safety is step two. All right, I got more for you. What else, God? Look at this card right here. It feels like you're hiding something. And you know that I'm talking to you if you are constantly thinking people around you are hiding something. If you're constantly not trusting people around you, this is 100% for you. And if this is kind of you, then it's probably kind of for you. What are they? So it's hiding. What are they hiding from themselves? It's, pain from the past. Pain from the past that you're like, trying to push down. Silence the throat chakra. It's so funny. I'm like asking a question and I forget what the question. Like, it's like you are hella avoiding. Like, you're like, it's like someone over here dancing all crazy and you're just like looking straight. It's like, come on. Like, you're avoiding making eye contact. You're looking at this crazy person over here because you don't want to feel the feelings that it's gonna create between you and this person. It's like, oh, that's awkward, that's uncomfortable, oh, that's weird. And it's like, that's what you're doing to yourself. And yourself is like, I'm not weird. Well, maybe a little, but yourself is like, it's me. You can look at me, it's just me. Like, hello. Okay, anything else they need, God? Anything else they need? Power to the people is what I'm hearing. Like, power, it's like you have really, you see the strength and you see the power within all the people around you, and you're not seeing that strength within yourself. Hey, shh. You're not seeing that strength within yourself, and that is not allowing you to be present. Because if you were present, you would see the strength within yourself, because it's very evident. When you're present, you're gonna see, oh wow, I'm really strong. I fight a lot of battles each day. But you're acknowledging the battles you're fighting, and it's making you feel stronger. Versus you fighting the battles all day, not acknowledging it, but you did fight battles all day, and so you're tired, but you're not acknowledging it. So you're not really giving your body what it needs, and then you're exhausted and you feel weaker. And then not being present versus being present. It's like being present is so helpful. That's like, I feel like what I'm seeing is like I'm shaking the camera. Like, it's so helpful. Like, listen up here. There's a trash truck outside. My dogs are yapping. And it just feels like this is what you don't want to hear. But the truth is it's what's coming through. It's what you've been needing to hear. It's what you have been hearing, but you've been ignoring. You've been avoiding. It's like it's in your face. It's here. It's there. And you're just like, I'm not going to look. I'm not looking. All right. So this is the message I have for you. God just wants to give you that perspective that's a higher perspective, the perspective of God, and how being present, being with yourself will not only show you your strength, it'll help you move through those struggles, those battles that you go through each day, and will allow you to one day be where you're aspiring to be, where you're desiring to be. All right, I hope this message found who it's looking for. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.